There's so many ways in which this has been a discriminatory tool.
We cannot be underrepresented in the place where the laws are made. When we speak about those things, we're talking about people who are directly affected, and that our Black community, our brown community, our indigenous communities.
If you go on and explain the racist history of the filibuster and how it was actually started, then you get even more people engaged, because it was a tool that was used by Southern segregationists to prevent progress on civil rights. It was used exclusively to block civil rights legislation. And that's been true all the way through the process. But the reality is that we believe in the concept that the founders believed in, which is that the majority should be able to decide and pass legislation. And what the filibuster does now is it gives the power to the minorities.
It is critical that this antiquated, obsolete relic of our past that has been so responsible for inhibiting the progress of our nation, for discriminating against black and brown people, is done away with, is dispensed with. It flies in the face of majority rule. It is our responsibility as representatives, as senators, to reflect the will of the people. When you use the filibuster, you usurp that ability to be the voice of the people. And that's why it's so critical that at this stage, where we have a Democratic House of Representatives, a Democratic Senate, and a Democratic White House, that we end this practice.
We used to say that the Senate was the place where the House would pass bills, send it to the Senate, and it was a place where all good things went to die, the graveyard of the Senate under Mitch McConnell. It's still that if we don't eliminate the filibuster.
The filibuster is blocking change as it relates to voting rights. It's blocking change on immigration reform. It's blocking change on economic justice. It's blocking change for environmental justice. Our climate crisis has to be addressed right now. It's blocking change on common sense gun legislation. All of those things are affecting our communities now. It's blocking change on health care right now. Everything is at stake.
The damage going forward, if we continue to maintain this obsolete relic, is that our ability to pass the DREAM Act will be dashed. Our ability to pass the George Floyd Policing and Accountability Act will never come to fruition.
It's important for our youth to know we're doing the work to get rid of this thing so that your future is brighter, so that and not only your future is brighter, that your now is brighter and it's effective. We're dealing with it. We're still in the middle of a pandemic. We need our change right now, and the Senate is holding it up. It's a tool. It's a tool that's being used to block what we need, not only to thrive in this country, but to survive.
Repetition works, so I'm going to keep saying it. And the filibuster.